So I went looking on YouTube and I didn't find any videos that were talking about this subject, so I figured I would film my situation to help other people. Sorry for the noise right now. The water heater's running. It has a power vent on it. But here's the situation. I have this Hartell LTA 1UL laundry sink drain pump. It was under this sink here. And everything was working fine, and of course one day it wasn't pumping anymore. So I went looking, and on Hartell's website you can find some instructions and the installation manual for this. And one of the things that they were saying is to that usually if it stops pumping, besides just being like a power supply problem, something could be lodged down in the impeller. Now from the sink looking down, you can't really see. It'll be probably full of water, and I couldn't see anything there. I had water in the sink, but the pump would not run and it would not drain. So the instructions also say to take it off and to remove 4 screws from the fins, they call them, and it'll end up being these really long screws that go down in there. So when you do get that out, you can take this whole top shell off, and there's an O-ring they tell you gotta make sure you get back. And here, besides a little rust and a little debris, you can see that there's really no big obstructions stopping this impeller from going. And the pump feels like it's not seized. It seems to turn smooth with some magnetic resistance. So I don't really think that's the problem. So then I got to thinking, well, how does this thing know when to run? I don't see any kind of switch mechanism or anything. And this piece is electrically connected into this little box, and then there's wire nuts, and then the box goes and it continues to the wire that goes to the utility power. So the wire runs up through here, and I figured, well, there's got to be some kind of switch in here. And the only way for water to get in to this extra little area is this little round inlet there. And you can see there's nothing under there, so there's a top cap that was on here. And then there's 4 more screws, much shorter, to bring this off. And here's some kind of a relay situation. Now this all seemed fine. I didn't get to meter this yet with test these electrical connections, but looks like they have the white wire, or the black wire could be a hot, comes up in here, connects to something, loops through and goes back out on the other wire, and then let's continue into the actual pump to make it spin. So that's some kind of a switch, obviously, a relay. So then I got to looking under here, and I actually took a metal rod and I poked it down in here just gently to see if I could notice anything, and there's like a baffle. And see, now it's all the way in the down position. It seemed kind of stuck, so I pushed just ever so gently. Of course, this thing will keep leaking rusty water out of it, and it seemed to free up. So I wondered if something just got oh, here's the rest of it inside. Yeah, it just got rusted shut and gummed up. Here's your switch action. So all this debris and rust should just get cleaned out so that the water can push this up, activate the switch, and run. Yeah, that all has to be cleaned out. So that's probably the case. I'll do that and we can come back and see if it works. Okay, so just another cleaning up this whole diaphragm switch area. Gonna try to do a little better than what we have here, but just to see if it's working, I put some meter leads onto the 2 wire contacts we have over there and got my meter set up on continuity with sound, and so this diaphragm switch is working because we get continuity when it's pushed in, which would make the pump run. So I'm going to keep trying to clean this up a little, and we can put it back together and see if it works. Okay, the Hartell LTA 1UL is now piped up into the waistline again. This collar connection just had to be removed. The whole thing spins and screws into the drain bottom. And now, let's give it a shot. Release, turns on, pumps the water out. That's it. Works again. Good luck with yours. Hope it works out as well as mine did. And you don't have to spring for a new one of these puppies, which was about $300. Peace out.